I still think it's probably headed to 900 or thereabouts.
How's it going, everyone? And this is Daniel. In this video, we are going to be talking about Tesla stock, the potential price target in the short term. We're seeing massive sell-off that is happening for 3 consecutive days. We're going to talk about it exactly what to expect for this stock for the next few days, for the next few weeks. What is the ideal price target for this company, also for the future? We're going to go over talk about it in detail in this video coming up. As you can see over here, we have Tesla stock that falls more than 9%, extends losses to third session. So the sell-off started, of course, on Thursday and Wednesday, even before Elon Musk tweeted about his idea of selling 10% of the share that he holds, because Tesla stock was really at all-time highs. It was making all-time highs every single week. We saw some slight weakness here and there. It seemed like it was about to top out. We have like 2 days of consecutive red days. And of course, at that time, we still did not know that some of the board members of Tesla were selling off some of their shares right around over here. Of course, it's the ideal price point to sell for them because the stock was at all-time highs. But the massive news that came out that really affected the stock prices, of course, Elon Musk saying that he's going to potentially be selling 10% of his stake of the shares that he owned to potentially pay taxes. So that is a massive news that came out. We really were expecting a massive sell-off to happen, especially Monday on the market open, and it really did not happen that much. So we were only down like 5%. The worst case was like 7%, and people assume that, okay, the worst is over. People are coming in and buying the dip, and before you know it, today we sold off more than 10% within 1 day. We're down close to the 900s range. So what to expect for Tesla stock? So in the past, we talked about it could potentially, go, there's a gap over here that could potentially fill right around over here. We're sitting at $914. If it dips, if it continues to go down, the stock could potentially fill the gap right around over here. But we have a phenomenal news that came out with the infrastructure bill that being passed. And we saw some massive rally happening to charging station stocks like ChargePoint, Blink Charging, even Lucid Motors, electric vehicle company. It rallied massively because of that news. But Tesla did not do that because of the tweet. So Tesla is really unpredictable, because even though Elon Musk said that he was going to sell 10% of the stake, the stock could have actually went up. It actually would have made all-time highs, because this is how unpredictable Tesla stock is. In the past, we had the same kind of situation that happened with Elon Musk saying that Tesla stock was high. We saw a massive dump the next day, around 8%. And right after that, the stock recovered for a few more days before it decided to sell off massively. So this is the kind of price action that we expect for Tesla stock. Is really unpredictable. When you think that the stock is going to recover, it dumps. So now the price target that we need to watch out for is if it could potentially dump all the way to $900. But that is the worst case scenario. But the good case scenario is that if we can find support above $1,000, that could be really good. But based on the technical analysis, we could potentially see $900 in the short term. But however, we still need to identify that Tesla is a fantastic opportunity. If it dips way below this price point, if it goes in the 900s, this stock could potentially be trading at $3,000 within the next few years, in the next few decades to come, especially within the next 5 years. That is the potential price target for ARK Invest. Now let's hear about what people are saying about what the stock could potentially go within the next few days based off of the market volatility, based on the tweet, and of course the massive billions of dollars of shares that are going to be dumped by Elon Musk with Tesla stock. So let's talk about it. Let's see the video, and I'm going to come back.
Check out shares of Tesla taking a dive today after Elon Musk asked his Twitter followers if he should sell 10% of his stock. Musk tweeting out this poll: much is made lately of unrealized gains being a means of tax avoidance, so I propose selling 10% of my Tesla stock. Do you support this? Just about 58% of respondents saying he should do it. Musk faces a tax bill of more than $15 billion in the coming months on stock options. So, Dan, it'd be nice to get inside Elon Musk's head and know exactly why he's doing this. But why do you think he's doing it?
So Mel, you make it sound like that inside his head is the metaverse. I mean, it probably is somewhat close to what's going to be going on there. I mean, listen, he owns 170 million shares, 17% of the company. He has telegraphed the fact that he's going to have a big, he did this the way Elon Musk would do it. And listen, what I think is really interesting is that this company, since their IPO back in 2010, I think they've raised money at every single point. Now, you could say at this point they don't really need to anymore, but I would say if you look at the history of tech, the ups and downs, and this is a tech company, it's also an auto company, and you look at the history of the automobile industry, that having enough cash on hand is not a bad thing. So I think if he ends up selling a bunch of his stock, the company's actually probably going to be selling a bunch of stock too, or something else. They've done converts in the past, obviously a lot of debt issuance. So it would probably have to be alongside of that. That's just my quick take.
Yeah, Guy?
It's interesting, for weeks leading up to earnings, we had said we thought that Tesla would take out the prior high from February, probably trade 1,000, and that happened on October 27th, the big volume day. I thought on that day you sell the stock, take some profits, look to get back in it around the prior all-time high of $900, basically on the screws. Well, it proceeded to trade to $1,250 or thereabouts. I still think it's probably headed to 900 or thereabouts, and then you reload again. I'm not saying to short it. I'm not saying it's a bad company. I think you just got to trade around it. And I think right now it's giving you an opportunity.
I mean, I guess the big question is is this a statement about the stock, or is it just selling 10% of his holdings? He's the biggest shareholder. He owns 17% of the stock. So 10% of that is not that much. Is this a statement on anything in terms of where the stock is, Tim?
Totally. I mean, look, the stock would not have been able to handle this 2 years ago, I think. And, not handle, what does that mean? There would have been enormous volatility. We flagged that the vol and lack of vol in the stock around significant moments in the market, and also times where there have been some company-specific news, has been extraordinary. So the smoothing factor within the company's capital markets, and again, it's a balance sheet, and it's obviously the operational side's been a very different and successful story too in the last 2 or 3 quarters. But it's really about the fact that this is such a large balance sheet at this point and such a large company, and that the thought of Elon selling out and selling a piece and not necessarily moving on, but we know Elon is well on to other things and actually probably aspires to be fully focused on other things, and the stock does not waver in the face of that. So that tells you it's a very different character and personality of how this stock trades.
So let me know in the comment section below. Are we going to see $900? Are we going to be staying above $1,000 by the end of the week? Let me know in the comment section below if you're going to be buying more. Are you going to be loading up on this massive dip? Are you the one that actually sold or participated in this massive dump that happened today? Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the links if you want to get free stocks, free Bitcoin in the description box below. But I'll catch you guys on another video. Have a wonderful day.